Bonson says, I heard you mention logical binds and logical self-contradictions in your speech. Did you say that? And he says, yes, I did. I use that phrase. Yes. He says, do you believe that there are laws of logic then? And Stein, absolutely. And Bonson says then, are they universal? And of course, Stein says they are agreed upon by human beings. They aren't laws that exist out in nature. All right. So it's not something that's just out there in nature. They're agreed upon by human beings, right? And so Bonson says, so are they simply conventions then? And Stein, they are conventions, but they are conventions that are self-verifying. Are they material in nature? And of course, he says, how could a law be material? And of course, now Bonson gets a zing in, right? That's the question I'm going to ask you. And Stein says, I would say no. All right. So you see here, he's going to set him up because he's going to use now this whole notion of the laws of logic. And he's going to use that as a hammer here to nail Stein over and over again with regard to this. And
Stein asked Dr. Bonson, would you call God material or immaterial? Immaterial. What is something that's immaterial? Something not extended in space. Can you give me an example of anything other than God that's immaterial? And here's the leadoff and the pitch. Crack. The laws of logic are things that are not material as well.
And promulgated by men.
Are they material in nature?
How can a law be material?
That's the question I'm going to ask you. Thank you.
I would say no. Dr. Bonson, would you call God material or immaterial?
Immaterial.
What is something that's immaterial?
Something not extended in space.
Can you give me an example of anything other than God that's immaterial?
Laws of logic.
Can I ask that you hold that down, please?
This is Dr. Stein is trying to capture Bonson into automatically special pleading or wherever he was going with this. But Dr. Bonson is going to give him an example of something that Dr. Stein believes is immaterial, and then puts him in the same camp as Dr. Bonson with believing that something exists that is immaterial.
Right. And of course, this is a huge zinger, right, in this debate. And Joshua Pillows here makes the comment, the audience erupted with laughter and applause for this gotcha moment by Bonson. In other words, you believe he's trying to force Bonson into suggesting that whether or not there's material, immaterial things. Give me an example of an immaterial thing outside of God.
Right.
And of course, Bonson says the laws of logic. Oops.